a big shot unless we talking about hip-hop. Bad at TikTok, but I'll make movies like Hitchcock. Challenge Mitch, you'll barely make it like trick shots. Check your wristwatch, it's time for you all to quit. Stop trying me. I'ma be honest, I'm pretty glad no labels eyeing me. I'm independent and I don't want nobody buying me.
Yo, what up everybody, this is Mr. Darrell, and today I felt like doing something. I just like literally on a whim. I was on my couch and I was like, you know what? I remember Cam Newton, my guy, Go Panthers, dropped an episode of his show where he had Lecrae as a guest, and I had no idea Lecrae was going to be on the show. And I didn't get a chance to watch this whole thing. I think I saw bits and pieces, but I haven't seen very much of it. I was like, you know what? It'd be cool to like just watch some of it and have like a reaction to, you know, a live reaction, not live, but a reaction, first time reaction on my channel. I thought about doing this as a live stream, but I said, you know what? Maybe not. I had to be a little more structured. This was literally just like on a whim thing. But I was looking through the different timestamps, and one of them was, what is gospel hip hop? So my guess is Lecrae's maybe kind of explaining to Cam what it is. And then, because I talk about all types of stuff, this is towards the end, but then also Kanye's right after this. So I'm very intrigued to see how this conversation goes. So I figure we'll watch a little bit of it. I'll give some thoughts, and then we'll go from there. So let me see if I might go a little bit before. It's 1:10:14. Let's go a little bit before. Oh, we got an ad. Okay.
Just say to myself, bro, I will not be denied. Cannot.
I love it though. I love that type of zeal and that passion. I mean, end of the day, you know, I agree in a lot of ways. Like, what's for you is for you, and can't nobody stop God's plans for you.
Mm-hmm. Amen.
So, walk in a manner worthy of your call. Can't nobody stop God's plans for you.
Amen.
So as we go into the third phase, or as we kind of start trying to bring closure to this, with hip hop music,
CHH.
you know, it's money, cars, clothes, and those.
Fill in the blank.
Those,
Right?
I like that. Okay.
With hip hop, gospel hip hop, what is it?
Good question.
Honestly,
Cam.
for me, it's always about authenticity, because that's what hip hop is anyway. Well, it used to be. It used to be about, are you real? Like, do we believe you? And so for me, it's are you gonna be authentic? And that's what I always try to deliver. I think after Kanye,
Straight into
even
Kanye.
early Drake, when it was like, he just a pretty boy talking about his feelings. Like, people respected, okay, you know, you ain't,
I can dig it. It's
You're
good
being-
music.
you're
yeah,
Canadian
you don't gotta be
before he
a
kinda
killer or a thug,
switched up.
but I just come from an era where if you say it, you mean it.
Right.
If
That's who you are.
Yeah,
If you
say.
bout that, that's what you bout. So for me, if you don't get on the track talking about God and you ain't about that life. Bro. Like you ain't about that.
Have you
life.
found hypocrites?
Yeah. But I mean, you know, for me, it's like, I feel like a lot of folks, just being honest, you couldn't make it on mainstream, so you came over
Dude,
here.
I hope he
Because
gets
you was gonna
really
be accepted over here. Because grandma was gonna say, good job.
So that was a great question of, do you find any hypocrites? Because when he brought up Kanye, I'm wondering if he's going to use Kanye as an example of that. Obviously, Kanye is an example of what he said about couldn't make it in mainstream, so you switched. But like, we talk about a lot in CHH how there's artists who it seems like they maybe just always want to be a rapper, and then they were like, I kind of believe in God. Well, oh, there's Christian rap. Let me blow up as a Christian rapper and use that as a springboard to get out of here. Even though like the rap takes precedence over the Christian part. So let's see.
Oh, baby, he good. Ain't he good? Sex and chocolate. Good job. Good and terrible. He good, yeah. So I'm like, I could have been over there. I chose to be over here. You know what I'm saying? Because my life really changed, and I want to talk about this transformation. If you're not really about this life, what you doing? Why are you doing this?
I have to ask this question, and I don't think nobody is worthy enough to answer this outside of you, because it impacted the whole genre of
So he's gonna
gospel
bring up
music.
Kanye.
Yeah.
Kanye,
Oh, yeah.
like the Sunday service
Yeah.
was a movement.
For sure.
Bro, that mean you bringing so many people to witness the gospel
Yep.
sound.
It's true.
Yep.
It was so, I never went to one, but I would just always
I wanted to go.
hear it and then follow me. Like, it was just so beautiful to witness.
Yeah.
And to now fast forward to now we coming out with porn.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't, that, first of all,
Crazy.
that
I
whole
don't even
thing,
wanna-
blows my mind. Because I went to bat for Ye early on.
Same.
And I was like, man, when people are transitioning, because people don't know what it's like to be famous. That's a whole nother.
That's a monster.
Yeah, they don't understand that dynamic.
It's no on and off switch.
Man, what? So they don't grasp that world that you exist in there. So they can only speculate and assume, like, oh, I know why he did that because of this. Like, you don't understand. There's so many dynamics. So when he started his spiritual journey, I was like, man, let the man rock. Like, let him cook. You know, it's gonna take him some time. The issue is he got a loud megaphone.
Yeah.
When you going through a transition and the whole world is paying attention to you, that's hard.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So I was like, let him rock. From outside looking in, because I can only speculate. You know, I've had some interactions with him, but not since that time period. Outside looking in, I feel like what it looks like, I could be wrong, but what it looks like is the person who, you know, the seed fell on the ground, but the birds came and ate it up. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it fell on the ground. It was like, oh, this is good. But as soon as something hard came, the thorns and thistles came, it was like,
dude,
oh, I can't.
And that's a fact because I didn't get to see the full interview, but there was an interview with Ye not long ago talking about when they asked him about the Christian thing, and he was like, he's not sure where he stands with Jesus because he realized things started to not go so well, which reeks of, not to sound self-righteous, but it reeks of kind of spiritual immaturity when you're kind of like, oh, things were going well when I was good with Jesus, so I think this is the what I'm going to stick with. And then at the moment things start to not go well, you're like, oh, maybe this Jesus thing isn't for me, and that's unfortunate. There's a lot of other factors that can play a part in that, and I think the Lecrae did a good job of talking about fame being a part of that as well.
No more.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Now maybe he going through a hard journey and he still belongs to the Lord, and the Lord gonna smack him up and be like, well, this ain't gonna work. Maybe, but all I can say is, it ain't my. If you say, because now he's saying, man, I don't follow Jesus, I don't follow God, I am God. So if he's saying I don't follow God, then to me he outside of God's people, and all I can do is pray for him. Now if you saying, man, I'm a Jesus follower, I'm like, well, if you say you on the team, bro, this is how this works.
Right.
But if you say you ain't on the team no more, all I can do is pray for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, look, I've never met him. I would love to meet Kanye. I think as a person, is extremely brilliant.
Yeah.
I just think
Genius.
When there are battles to win for America's future, there is one
That's something I'm
constant.
gonna have to eventually
Marines.
get someday.
misunderstood, and it's one of them things that, like, okay, bro, like, let's chat. Like, I've always wanted to get to the root. I don't care what you say. I don't care what you do. I don't care what that, like, what stemmed or what happened or what triggered this type of personality. You know what I'm saying?
I don't know if he ain't gonna let you
definitely
get a word
mentally.
in, though. I don't know if he gonna let you get a word. Like,
Oh, I got to get a word.
I don't know.
The word got to be let out.
I don't know, man. Yay, different. But I mean, cause that's hard, man. It'd be like, when was the peak of your career, right? When would you say that was like for you?
2015.
Like, yo, can't nobody tell me. I mean, you probably say that any time in your career,
2015.
but I mean,
No, it was, I would say,
2015.
really though, 2010.
Really?
okay. So
When he got
2010,
drafted.
Yeah.
somebody come up to you and it's like,
You're doing this wrong.
Cam, here's the thing, man. I know how to make you a better athlete.
I'm gonna let you finish. No, I'm gonna let you finish. Respect. I'm gonna let you.
But Cam, you had the best.
Well, I hear it. I think that's kind of like the space, the head
sure.
space is like, yeah.
But I don't look. For me, I don't really judge or ridicule that. If anything, look, I promote that. I think understanding who he is too, you have
Gotta let him
to
talk.
for what we saw of him was Jesus. And I thought his mother was a beautiful, very intelligent soul.
Yeah.
And all the clips with her, she was just like, Kanye, go on, Kanye. Like, and she was just egging him on and egging and pushing him. Yeah. So for him to feel like can't nobody tell him nothing, he came from somebody pushing him to that greatness. No, he got something to say. And recently I was just in a business meeting. Talking real numbers in business.
Yeah.
And there was a 12-year-old kid in the meeting.
That's hard.
And I'm over here looking I was so distracted because I'm like, I don't know whether to take this dude serious or is he a distraction? And his father was also leading the meeting and he just whispered into his ear. And then his son, he gave his son the platform saying, no. Tell him what you said. And I'm over here looking at this 12-year-old kid. He's like, Cam, I just really think that you should just appease to your audience. Your audience is going to tell you everything that you needed to know. And I'm over here saying like, I don't know if I want to just tell you to shut up or keep talking because you're talking the truth. You know what I'm saying? But that's one of the things that I was like, yo, there's no age, there's no gender, there's no, like when you're called to do something or to deliver a message, God can use anybody.
He can use anybody. And I don't know the ultimate mission. I know how what he did has impacted me. I know how seeing him do the Yeezus tour and spending $4 million a night made me spend, I didn't have $4 million a night, but I spent $1 million on my whole tour. And it was the Anomaly tour, and it was, I said, if he can spend $4 million a night to talk about what he thinks about Jesus, I can spend $1 million to talk about what I know.
I'll be honest.
You know what I mean? And so for me,
the Kanye thing, I'm glad I picked this topic because it really has been on my mind a lot. I don't know where he's at with things, obviously. I don't know him. I do think Cray had some good things to say about how if he's saying he's outside of, I don't know what he believes now, but he's saying he's not a follower of Christ anymore, then obviously you treat it a little different than if he was saying he was a follower. But he did have a positive impact, and I was willing to kind of let him rock and kind of try to figure things out. But he is famous, and he's a lot of things. But I think this is a dope little piece of their conversation. I'll probably do some more of these where I kind of maybe just different interviews and stuff, but I might look more at some of the segments that they talk about here. I might do some stuff live. I'm just kind of trying stuff out, guys. So I appreciate y'all bearing with me. Let me know if you got any thoughts about this topic, gospel, hip hop, as well as hypocrites, any Kanye stuff. Appreciate y'all rocking with me. Like and subscribe if you haven't. Praise God. Praise.